Today on the channel, we tap into the bloodline with Jey Uso Summerslam Elite.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another SummerSlam Elite 2023 unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we've got main event Jey Uso. But for all your Jey Uso and SummerSlam needs and all your wrestling needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, this is part of the Mr. Perfect Build-A-Figure wave. And we're unboxing all these on the channel. And then at the end of the week, we're going to build Mr. Perfect. And we're going to rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. And of course, we're going to do this review and unboxing like we do all the other ones here on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's kick it off with old Jey Uso. Looking only like he could look in the Elite line, SummerSlam Elite line right here. Got the WWE logo, Elite logo, SummerSlam logo, big plastic prison. Glamour shot, got his name down there. And I really do like the packaging on this one. It really does kind of pop with the little neon coloring and things like that. Just a really good packaging that looks like the Elite line, but also looks like a subline at the same time. I think that is really, really well done here. Looking really nice. You got Jey Uso on the side. On the other side, we got Certified Authentic, True Effects, Jey Uso playing all the hits on the side there. And then on the back, got a glamour shot of Jey Uso. We got the tail of the tape. We got the blurb. We got the cross-sew we just talked about. All the hits being played here on the back of the package. One thing I will say about this figure that just feels a little bit weird to me. It always feels weird with a tag team, or in this case, Jimmy and Jey not being in the same wave. And we do know Jimmy is going in the top pick set, which feels very strange to me, as well as why wouldn't you have Roman and the Usos as the top picks, put them all together? But I think it really does come down to budgeting. As we can see with this Jey Uso figure, there's a lot of reuse. There's a very minimalistic as far as accessories go. We all see Hulk Hogan in this line getting a lot of extra accessories, a lot of extra detail. I think he got some of that, and they needed a character that was kind of no frills in a lot of ways, and I think he fit into the line here. But it is a little bit confusing, a little bit hard to keep track of. It'd be interesting if, you know, it's one thing if Jimmy and Jey Uso are on Elite, Elite 104 and Elite 105. That kind of makes sense to me, but to put them in a one-off kind of SummerSlam wave and then a top picks wave just gets a little confusing to the fan base, gets confusing to little Jimmy out there trying to keep track, trying to get both Usos together. Just a little bit of a head scratcher for me there. But I guess if you're in the life and you're paying attention to this stuff, you'll figure it out. You'll get the matching pair eventually. But I would have liked to seen them in the same wave, or at least the same toy line, which, Elites, of course, different toy lines with the SummerSlam and top picks. I don't know. That's just kind of my soapbox there. But let's get him up. Let's read the back first. How about? Maybe that'd be a good point to do here. From San Francisco, California, height 6'2", weight 242 pounds. Finisher, that deadly flying Oos. Got to watch out for that. Career highlights: Unified Tag Team Champion, SmackDown Tag Team Champion, Raw Tag Team Champion. It was family versus family and legacy versus legacy when the Usos retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Mysterios at SummerSlam 2021. How about that? Gosh, it just seems like yesterday. That was already 2021. Wild time. What is it? We always say it here on the channel. There it goes. We do got that yellow background. We've talked about that before. Looking really nice. Looking a little different. See you later. Goodbye. And we get old Jey Uso. There it is. Got extra hands there. Got his little lay there. And you got Mr. Perfect's head. It's the perfect head in there, I think is what that is. Gonna cut him out. We got some twist ties going on, or at least one twist tie. Pop those hands out, maybe. There we go. Pop out Mr. Perfect's head. There it is. The lay. And there we go. Whoa, twist tie. See you later. Goodbye. See you later. Goodbye. Mr. Perfect head, like we said at the end of the week, we will put him together. We'll talk about this figure, do some comparisons, then we'll rank this entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite. So you want to stay tuned. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel for that. Put old Jey Uso over here to the side. Let's look at his accessories first. Jey didn't come to play. He's got two Fists of Fury. He's ready to go right out of the package, but we also have the two gripping hands as well. Choose your own hand adventure, as we always do say. We get his extra hands. We do get this lay, all about the reuse here. We've seen this exact lay, I believe, with the last version of Jey Uso. So take that for what you will. But always good accessory. I guess you can always find use of this. Even if it's not with Jey, you can put it on somebody else. maybe an older basic, you want to turn your basic elite, you could throw this on there if you need to. But it's very floral design, of course, white with a little bit of green mixed throughout, so it does look good. No issues with this here. It makes sense, I guess. And I'm sure Jimmy Uso might come with one of those as well. We'll find out sooner rather than later. Then we get old Jey Uso out of the package here, and the first thing I always notice on his figures are his head sculpt. He's got a very sleepy look to him, a very sleepy expression on Jey Uso here. A very stoic, but also a very tired expression. Maybe that's just me, but that's how it looks to me. Of course, you got the beard sculpted in, looking really nice. Got the old fade on the hair, the black hair. Then you got kind of the red rat tail. Is a rat tail still a thing? That's kind of what it looks like there. But he does got that going on. But it definitely looks like Jey Uso or Jimmy Uso. You can make the case for either, really. Even though they're not identical twins, I still do get them mixed up from time to time. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But definitely looks like an Uso. How about that much? But there's been a lot of controversy as of late if they're getting the right heads and all that kind of stuff. Even the Usos weighed in and kind of said they were wrong. I don't know. You would think they would know better than we would, for sure. But it definitely looks like an Uso. How about that? How about that? We'll leave it at that. It looks like an Uso. But the red rat tail does give it a little pizzazz of color there. We do get all the tattoos we're very accustomed to. We got all the arm sleeves going on. We got this painted on sleeve right here. Would be interesting if they try to do a soft goods sleeve one of these days. I don't know if it would work out very well, but it'd be an interesting approach if they could try that. We'll see. But definitely white there, and that definitely helps the figure keep the cost down. Takes away those tattoos. You just put that on there. So do notice that. And then you do get this kind of joggers, kind of sweatpants mold down here before, which I believe we've seen. We'll compare it to the last Jey Uso as well later on in this video. A little interesting. To me, this always makes him look very thick at the legs and skinnier up top. Almost looks a little strange to me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my eyes. Your mileage may vary. But it does make him feel a lot chunkier on the bottom half and skinnier on the top half to me. Maybe that's what they're going for. I'm not sure. But you got the wrinkled up there, kind of like it's none. You got the bloodline logo there on the left, and then you got the red on the back here. You got the white shoes, which is probably what he was wearing at the time. But you know me, I'm a sucker for red shoes, so I would have loved seeing red shoes on this. But I don't think he had those at the time, is my guess here. Articulation, the arms do go all the way around. Do got that bicep cut. We know it. We love it. We got that double jointed pinless elbows. The hit's being played here today. Hands back, forth, side to side, hands removable. Head back, forth, side to side, head removable. Got that ab crunch. Got that waist articulation. Those big old Jey Uso splits when he needs to jump away or get away from something. He can do that if need be. You do get the thigh cut. Double jointed knees, big knees there. Almost reminds me of Marvel Legends, Red Skull, and a few other characters as of late with this big articulation here. Just really breaks up the sculpt here. Looks a little bit goofy to me. If you've ever seen that Red Skull, how it breaks up when he moves his arm, I think was Baron von Strucker in that same one, but we've had a few figures recently in that same articulation. It just looks very unnatural right here in the articulation, but I don't know how many people are bending the knees this way all the time anyways, but it does look a little unnatural, and that's with the bagginess here, and that was the same issue with the Hasbro Marvel Legends. The bagginess in the arm made it kind of look unnatural on the bend, on the double jointed bend. But we do got the pins in there. They are not pinless. You do got the ankle cut, we'll call it, and I like how it is hidden there. It is actually hidden pretty good. I didn't even catch it on the first look, but you do have an ankle articulation, then you got the foot articulation. My biggest gripe with Mattel articulation is the feet. I wish we had more posability out of the feet. I'm not talking the toe articulation. I'm talking about the side to side, back and forth. Very tight all the time. Could use a little bit of dash of better articulation out of those. But it is Jey Uso. As far as I'm concerned, it's Jey Uso at least. Put this lay on him. He's ready to go. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Make sure you save 10%. Make sure you get the Mattel stand for the Mattel figures for sure. But there's Jey Uso on there. Fit really good. And then we did get a previous version of Jey Uso. This one we also got the lay, but we also got soft good shirts for it. I believe these are the same. Maybe they are. No, these are the same. Same pants. I was going to say, are these the same pants? One in white, one in black, of course. Got the painted on sleeve as well. Not extra hands. Would have liked to also get this pointed hand here. We didn't get that here. We just got kind of plain Jane hand assortment. So this one does feel a little bit plain Jane. And it really, honestly, to me, feels kind of like it was thrown in there because of cost cutting. The Hulkster cost so much to make. They had to cut back some other stuff. And that's where Jay kind of got the short end of the stick a little bit. And that's just me kind of prophesizing or talking about it, I guess, out loud a little bit. But definitely the same head sculpts here. Different hair sculpts, though. We like to see that. Some changes. And I think a lot of people thought this was Jimmy Uso and not Jey Uso. This was part of the controversy time here, but technically on the package, you guys know what I mean. That's what it says here. But an interesting one. It's going to be interesting to see how this fares against the rest of the line with Zeus, Dolph Ziggler, Mr. Perfect, and Hulk Hogan. Like I said, we'll compare them all at the very end of the week, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video as well while you're at it. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below on this one. Are you picking this up? What are your plans for Jey Uso? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, don't forget about the Patreon channel for early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it. And best of all, you do support the channel over there at the old Patreon. You can support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com as well. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget to hit me up and follow along over on social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Jey Uso and the Bloodline, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.